we're all about, sharing is caring.
That's right.
We have big hearts and shit.
We do.
And so, we promised that Ro would be out there trying to hit them streets hard with the promotion game.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
so we've been we've been trying to make some friends out there. And so, we want to start this podcast off right by, doing our first official, plug to, we'll call them partners in crime and our exposed friends, to start things off, because we know there's a lot of people who are starting their own shit or trying to get bigger and bigger with their own stuff. And so their reach is, only as good as the ears that, actually hear about it. So we want to do our part and say, hey, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
That's right. And so, hey, one other thing too, before you go there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our friends in the UK.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's not included on here, but I want to let you guys know. We know you're out there.
We hear
love
you. We hear you. Yeah,
that's right.
So so we have our first official partner that we want to at least give a shout out. Make sure from our listeners go out there and check them out. They're trying to do their thing, and we wouldn't be where we're at unless we had people actually helping us out like this. So who's our first little friend, our new friend?
Well, see, I got to take a step back because this is what's so interesting about this. When we're big, man. We love MMA.
I'm not that big. I mean, I work out though.
Yeah, nah. Anyway, so but I love my boxing. I love my MMA.
You love a little boxing?
I do.
And you love a little MMA?
Oh, I do. And when I need to get the latest and greatest MMA and boxing news, you know where I head over?
Where do you go?
I go to FightBook MMA.
You go to FightBook MMA?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do they have that .com at the end there?
Oh shit!
Oh,
yes,
they
do.
You know they
so
do.
You can hit them up. You can hit them at FightBookMMA.com.
Okay.
You can hit them at Twitter at FightBook MMA. Or you can hit them on Facebook, facebook.com/FightBook MMA.
Damn, them fools are everywhere.
They're everywhere. But when you want to talk combat sports, that's where you need to head over. This site is so badass that, they're doing big things over there. And people, if you haven't checked it out, you really need to check it out. The site's cool as shit. It's got direct feeds. It's got all the latest and greatest on pay-per-views, all kinds of MMA news, all kinds of boxing news. Go check them out. They're badass.
Yeah, and I did try to get out there, and at least when Ro told me, hey man, we got this group that we want to help plug, give them some love. I was like, oh, I better go check them out too, so that way I don't sound stupid as fuck on here. so we did go out there and check them out, and I got to say one of the coolest things I like about their site so far, well, two, they do like we do when it comes to the night of the fights. Big MMA fans obviously, but the night of the fights, they got this Who You Got special, where you can go follow them on Twitter and actually make picks at the same time live and talk about it in discussion and map back. So it's kind of like building a community online through, discussing the fights from that particular night. So every fight night you can join them on Twitter. Just go to the site and find out who they're actually, who's actually posting for them. And then, just do a hashtag Who You Got, and that'll put you in the same conversation. But the more emotional side of things, which I thought was cool, if you go to the bottom of their page, they have this sponsorship piece of it. And when you go onto it, what they're trying to do is raise money and awareness for fighters who, are just amateurs and amateur pro fighters trying to come up. And so they got this whole ordeal where they're asking for you to, donate what you can in order to help. Because, as you guys who are big MMA fans, the life of a fighter, they can't pay for their hotel, their flights, all that shit. None of that shit's covered up front. You don't get that shit covered until you actually made it. And so, knowing that they're doing something like that is kind of, for me, it's kind of like, kind of made a brother shed a tear.
I'm tearing up just from the story right now, man. You played it out. Damn, you played it so nice.
I try to. So
it hurts inside, man. It hurts.
So like I said, we didn't want to start this show just by plugging only ourselves. They're doing their thing. You actually see in our Exposed now on their site too, listed as a partner or friend. They got other podcasts they give love to.
That's
too.
Right.
So don't we know it's not about just us. So check everybody else out. A lot of people are trying to do what we're doing, and we can't do it without y'all as listeners and as fans. So get out there. What is that site again?
FightBookMMA.com. Go check it out. Or if you can't check it out for some reason, your smartphone's not working and you still get Twitter, hit them up.
Tweet.
At FightBookMMA.